What's going on, everybody? Kyle here from Softwash TV. I'm out here and I have my wash truck, Medusa, and we're about to get to work on this beautiful property out here in Chapel Hill, North Carolina. And I love big houses like this. This is a beautiful home. It's got 4 garages, actually 5. One's in the back. I'll walk you around the property so you can take a look at it before we get started. But I wanted to talk today about this gas roof pump right here. I get so many questions about this piece of equipment right here. So this is a gas roof pump or a gas soft wash system, and it's quickly become one of the most popular pieces of equipment in the industry. There's a lot of people that are transitioning from, or swapping over from a 12-volt pump over to this, or people who have booster pumps, they're swapping to gas systems. And I want to talk about why it's such a great piece of equipment, because you could do big houses like this all day long with ease. You don't have to worry about things like the wind as much as you would with a 12-volt system, or worrying about hitting really high peaks. I mean, look above this dormer right here. See this dormer? Right there on that peak of the roof right there, there's fascia boards back there I have to hit. On windy days, this piece of equipment really outshines all of the other pieces of equipment on the market. So let's walk around this property and we'll deep dive into why I think the gas soft wash system or the gas roof pump is the best, most professional grade piece of equipment you could have if you're trying to operate a soft wash company. Let's talk about it.
Before I continue with this video, I'd like to encourage everybody to check out Softwash TV Pro. If you're thinking about starting a soft washing or pressure washing company, or maybe you already have an existing company but you're failing to gain traction, check out Softwash TV Pro. It's a comprehensive online training platform where we give our exterior cleaning 101 course, wash day ride-along videos so you can learn from me out in the field. I give equipment overviews, before and after pictures for your use, SDS sheets for your company's use. I also give you templates for social media ads. I give you all of my email outreach scripts as well as my terms and conditions document for my company. I go over my print marketing material strategies and how I deal with customer objections. I'm going to continue to add to this every month. Great value. All right, guys, complete transparency. When it comes to day in, day out house washes, I just want to be clear. I downstream 99% of the houses that I wash. I think it's the easiest, most efficient way to wash houses, especially if you have a high volume gallon per minute machine. Nothing beats downstreaming in my book. If you agree, put it in the comment section for me. If you disagree, I'd like to hear your opinion too in the comment section. But let's deep dive into this gas roof pump. One of the most impressive things about the gas-powered soft wash system is the capabilities and the performance. When it comes to volume and distance, it's unmatched. Like if you were back here washing the back of this house with a 12-volt, like I'd feel sorry for you. You just don't have the volume to efficiently wash. If you're doing more modest jobs like smaller houses, you can wash with a 12-volt system. But most people use soft wash systems for roofs and for pre-treating and post-treating driveways. It's really not the most efficient way to wash houses unless you have a gas-powered soft wash system. Most of those are around 11 gallons a minute and they have great volume. But more importantly, you can reach out there and touch somebody with it too. Standing back here, you could easily hit all of these fascia boards and stuff like that. Granted, if it's windy, you might have some difficulty on really windy days, but it's still far superior to like an air diaphragm system or a 12-volt system. If you didn't know, one of the most important things when it comes to washing is volume. Volume is everything. The ability to quickly apply chemical to a house and quickly rinse is everything. Time is money, so the more time you have in the day, the more projects you could complete. I love the gas roof pump because if I do have to wash a house with it, I could apply soap to the house very quickly, but then I could also rinse with it. If you have a remote system where you could quickly turn off or toggle between soap and water, you could rinse with the same gun. A lot of people who use a 12-volt system or use an air diaphragm system, they have to pull their chemical hose all the way around the house to wash, to apply the chemical to the house. But a lot of those guys rely on their pressure washer to do the rinsing. So then you have to pull 2 hoses around the house, and you have to reel up 2 hoses whenever you're ready to go. So it's a lot of extra work, really not the most efficient thing in the world to do. So that's one of the great things about the gas system.
Let's take a look at this. This house isn't that dirty, but one of the dirtiest things about this house is the spider webs. There's all types of spider webs on this home. up here in these high peaks. Let me zoom out. Way on up there, all types of spider webs. Our sodium hypochlorite solution is really going to help with that. It's going to eat away at those organics because spider webs are organic. And then like we just talked about, having a machine that's higher volume is really going to benefit you whenever it comes to rinsing this stuff away.
All right, everybody, we're about 45 minutes in. I've spent the past 45 minutes applying chemical and rinsing this property. Did not have time to do most of the footage only because I have 2 more homes today and I'm on the clock. But before we leave, I did want you guys to see this gun, this gas roof pump, in action. So as you can see, I have a red washdown gun. They do have blue washdown guns. The difference is the internals. The red gun has stainless steel internals, which holds up a lot better to the corrosiveness of the chemical that we're using. But as you can see, I'm just re-rinsing everything, making sure we're rinsing away any residual spider webs. We're hitting the glass, making sure there's no soap left on the glass. We're making sure the plants are all wet and saturated and happy. That way we don't kill anything. And as you can see, even on a windy day, I'm having 0 issues hitting these peaks. This is a 3-story house, and I'm having no issues, guys. Not only can I shoot very high, but I have the high volume needed to where if there's any leaves or spider webs, that stuff gets washed away with ease. All right, the next great thing about the gas roof pump is the reliability factor. Whenever you're out there washing and your livelihood depends on it, you really want to have faith in your equipment that it's going to get the job done and it's going to work when you need it to work. That's the second reason I really love this equipment. All right, now there's all types of equipment companies out there that are selling gas roof pump systems, and a lot of them use different types of engines. I'll just give you my experience to be transparent. All of my equipment is Honda, and this is a GX Honda 200 engine right here, and it's been working great. I have had 0 issues out of this thing, and I don't know anybody that's had issues with theirs unless they just put in thousands and thousands of hours on it. Now, the next component you have is the actual pump itself. This is an AR45. This is the pump that I prefer to use. There's another pump out there, Comet, which is an amazing pump too. If you guys use that, let me know in the comments section, will you? Let me know how that's working out for you. But in regards to reliability, this thing I have had 0 issues with this thing, guys, and this is something that upsets me all the time. I'll get on these Facebook groups and I'll see people ranting about the gas roof pump system, talking about that it's unreliable or that it's leaky. And 9 times out of 10, guys, you have to realize it's one of 2 things. One, the pump is set up incorrectly. It's not plumbed correctly. The hoses might not be clamped down as tight as they need to be. It's just common sense stuff, or there might be a bolt or 2 that's not tight enough on the pump, and then there might be some liquid dripping. It's very common sense, guys. So 9 times out of 10, it's not set up correctly. I haven't had 1 issue with my gas system in over a year, and I use mine every day, putting almost 6% SH through it with 0 issues. I've also hooked up several different companies in the area helping out competitors, hooking their equipment up. 0 issues. If you do things correctly, this is a very reliable piece of equipment. Another thing is people are not operating them correctly. Common sense again. There is a, let me swap this around so you guys can see. Right here, there's a pressure gauge, and so many people are redlining these machines. It's just like an automobile, guys. If you guys are constantly revving or redlining your Honda Civic, you're probably gonna blow that bitch up at some point. I'm just saying. So there's no difference. Whenever you put it in the yellow or you're not redlining your machine all the time, you're probably not gonna have leaks. Just saying. So from a reliability standpoint, I personally have had better luck with the gas-powered Softwash system compared to like 12-volt systems or air diaphragm. Now, everybody's experience differs, but I'll tell you this, I probably wash more roofs than the average Joe, and I do washing every day, day in and day out. And this thing's worked great for me, 0 issues. Whenever I did use air diaphragm, I was using Yamada, and it was very finicky, right? And I had a 12-volt system for a while, and I would find myself replacing 12-volt pumps about 4 to 5 times a year. Now, granted, I might do a little bit more washing than everybody
else, or I might do more roofs than the average Joe. But 4 to 5 pumps a year at $200 a pop, that's $1,000. So whenever I was comparing cost, these gas systems right here, they come in manual pull start, or you could get electric start, but you could get a skid with a Honda powered unit and then an AR45 or like a Comet or something, and they range from $1,800 to $2,400. Now the actual pump itself is only about 800 bucks. So whenever you compare that to 12 volts, they're pretty comparable. The only difference is I've saved myself that time of swapping out 4 to 5 pumps on the job site. You know what I'm saying? Which is still, you can swap pumps out very quickly, but it's still a pain in the butt sometimes. So this machine has worked well for me. Very reliable. All right, so we have addressed performance, we've talked about reliability, and we've talked about cost analysis. Let's address the last thing I want to talk about whenever we're talking about these gas systems, and that is versatility. One of the things you're going to hear people crying about is, you don't need all that volume. You don't need all that. Too much chemical could damage property. Too much chemical can damage someone's property, so that is very true. But sometimes you do need that volume, because if you're shooting from the ground on very high roofs, you do need that distance, and on large projects, you do want that volume. But one of the things that I love is the versatility. So right here on this regulator, right here on the top of this pump, you could dial back the PSI on this machine. And a lot of people that are talking crap about these pumps, they don't even know that because they've never had one of these. But on easily walkable roofs, I'll dial mine back to like 100 PSI, which is very similar to a 12 volt system. The benefit is I'm still putting out more volume, and I could quickly and effectively wash larger areas more quickly. So it is versatile. And that really comes into play too whenever I'm pre and post treating my concrete and I don't want a ton of fluid runoff. If there's a lot of nice grass, I'll just dial it back to 100 PSI once again right here. And you can see where it goes from a lot of volume to a lot less. So that's one thing I love, versatility. Let me put some footage in right here. All right, so here we are at a house in Clayton, North Carolina, doing a roof wash using the AR45, and we're probably around like 250 PSI or 240 PSI right here. And you can see how nice it is to shoot from the ground and have that volume, have that reach whenever I'm washing this roof. But like I said a moment ago, this machine is versatile. I could dial it back a little bit if I don't want as much volume or runoff. Prime example right here, I'm pre-treating this piece of concrete. I have it dialed back closer to 100 PSI, and you can see that it's very similar to a 12 volt system. So all these people hooting and hollering about it's too much volume, it's a crazy amount of volume, it's just not true, guys. So I like bringing transparent footage to you guys. So here we are out here, very easy walkable part of this roof, and I have the AR45 dialed back, and you can see that I'm just lightly coating this roof, hardly any runoff at all. Still on the same roof right here, but I'm going to do a pitch of the roof. And once again, you can see that whenever the machine is dialed back, it's very similar to a electric system like a 12 volt in regards to the amount of volume. So I like having that luxury of being able to dial in the machine for its intended purpose on the job site. All right, so I got to jump off of here, but I just wanted to bring you guys this video. I wanted to address the gas roof pump or the gas soft wash system, talk about its capabilities, its performance, its reliability, cost, and versatility. So we've addressed all of those things, and does it live up to the hype? In my opinion, it does. It's a great machine, and if you're really out here getting after it really hard, trying to be like a legit, really busy company, it pays to have nicer equipment like that. Now let me say this. I'm not knocking 12 volts and I'm not knocking air diaphragm. For a lot of people, it is the perfect equipment for their company. Everybody's company is different and everybody's needs are different. I just added a new piece of equipment to my company. It's a 12 volt system because it has its perks, and I'm going to use it for certain jobs, and certain people are going to operate that equipment. So for every company, they have different needs. So don't get it twisted. Not knocking 12 volts. All soft wash systems have their desired purpose and are great for the right person. So just wanted to say that, throw that disclaimer out there. I hope you guys are doing good. And if you're new to the channel, why don't you look in the comments section I'm going to post a comment for Softwash TV Pro. If you don't know what that is, it's the most comprehensive training program in the industry for pressure washing and soft washing. I have Exterior Cleaning 101, a class in there. I have ride-along videos for a ride-along experience. I take you out into the field, teach you how to wash roofs, wash houses, wash driveways, give you that warm and fuzzy feeling and that great foundation to go out there and do washing yourself. I also have a buttload of tools and resources in there to help you grow your company and make you more profitable. So check it out. We got things like terms and conditions contract, the most important contract or document you could have in your company, in my opinion. We have before and after picture libraries that you could use if you're just getting started. You could use some of your boys' before and after pictures from that library for your marketing plans. I have all types of other tools, all of my marketing scripts for emails whenever I'm trying to reach out to HOAs, property managers, gas stations, different types of businesses, fast food restaurants. All of my email scripts I've put in there for you guys to grow your business and make you more money and generate more leads. All types of other tools and resources in there to make you a better company. So check that out. It's a monthly membership. Every month I'm going to be adding to it. So get in there now while it's a great price. Hope you guys take care. Take it easy. Peace.